And we are back. Pokemon Y, Hardcore Nuzlocke, the run continues. Alright, so we are still in between the 7th and 8th gym, and we're going to be making our way there in this video. So it's going to start off with a first encounter on Route 18. Let's go see what we got. Alright, for our Route 18 encounter, it is going to be Durant, the Steel Bug typing, same typing as Scizor, really strong Pokemon. And if that doesn't have Hustle as its ability, that might be on the team for the Elite Four. We'll have to wait and see. For our Terminus Cave encounter, it is going to be the Sandslash, and really good early on, but as the game gets later, he's really slow, and also the special defense is a little bit glaring. So, unfortunate encounter, but no problem. We'll add him to the box. Then in Corway Town, we're just surfing on the river there, and we run into the Lombre, which could be massive with that water grass typing. So add it to the roster. Our Route 19 encounter is going to be the Shelmet, which is very unfortunate since it is a trade evolution and we do not have them on. But we secure the encounter and on to the next one. We have arrived at what I like to call the rival bridge here, where you take on the three friends that have been following you throughout the game. The only one missing is Serena, and she'll come at you in Victory Road for that final battle. So right here we have Shauna and her Delcatty leading the charge. And yeah, as we've seen before, I think we're just going to lean heavily into the Tentacruel sweep. Tentacruel's base speed is just so high that you're able to pull off some of these strategies. And it really came out huge in my Soul Silver run, where Tentacruel completely walled off the fighting type Elite Four member, and ever since then, Tentacruel has just been so high on the list, it's not even funny. So right here, we've ramped up, Delcatty not being able to stop us, and it looks like Surf will be a two-shot with the Black Sludge healing just like a Leftovers would, and a fadeaway crit. You'll love to see it. Here we go. Next Pokemon is Goodra, just a normal dragon type, or just a dragon type, I should say, and super special defensive, crazy stuff there, and it's trading Dragon Pulse back and forth. But because of all that ramping up, I really am just considering staying in with the Tentacruel, and we do get the poison off of the poison jab, so now the Dazzling Gleam chips can do a lot better with that poison adding up. Or do I just keep... Okay, so Dazzling Gleam continuing to come down, really good damage, and one more trade. Hold the phone, critical hit onto the Tentacruel, almost losing our Pride and Joy right here. And the poison is going to tick. We are faster, but instead of someone else having to eat a Dragon Pulse, we just finish off the Goodra. So good stuff there. I don't think we get to heal in between Shauna and the next rival, so that is going to be super interesting. So Tentacruel is going to be out of commission there. And now we're against Chestnut, the other starter from the Grey Ninja and Delphox here. And I'm really considering what we should do since the fire counters, but Chestnut is also fighting, which can kill Pyroar, and fighting can also kill Lapras as well as the grass. So Lapras ice typing is kind of null and void there. So now I'm thinking about Venusaur, and we also have Tanaka. We could fighting with fighting. But yeah, Chestnut actually counters the team pretty well, unfortunately. I think Tentacruel was the best option against her, but Tentacruel is out of commission. So we're going to go fighting versus fighting here and see how that works for ourselves. We do get the free swap because it goes for the Spiky Shield, which is just Protect on steroids. It does like a massive Rocky Helmet chip if you do attack it when it does Protect. So a really cool unique move there, but we're trying to counter that with the bulk up. I'm trying to bulk up on the turns that it would use Spiky Shield, and it's kind of working, it's kind of not. We get a super effective poison jab, almost one-shotting the Chestnut, and again, I'm just a little bit scared of the stupid Spiky Shield, but he's just raining down Seed Bomb, so really, I should have just spammed poison jab from the get-go, and now I get the Spiky Shield chip damage, unfortunately, and thankfully it gets greedy for another one. Because of the triple bulk up, I think we would have lived one more Seed Bomb, but still, every time you bulk up, you're still flirting with the critical hits. So not the cleanest fight against Shauna, but we do manage to beat her without losing anybody. And now we're basically down on Tanaka and our Tentacruel, so we're going to have to fight Tierno here with only 4 Pokemon, but hopefully that will work out in our favor. So we already lose a turn right here with the Tentacruel still being in front. So we're going to opt into Asahi the Stunfisk against the Fire Flying type. So that acrobatics is going to do not very effective damage, which is something you always like to see. And we're going to have a super effective Thunderbolt lined up here, which is really nice. So good stuff there, no problem. Didn't get punished too much for having Tentacruel out front, but again, we're still hurting a little bit, so we got to watch out for that. The Roserade comes down, a fantastic grass typing. Basically, if Venusaur shedded all that weight, that's what you're working with Roserade. Petal Dance comes down, going to be not very effective, still does a good chunk of damage, but Nishinoya drops back with a Flamethrower and one-shots the Roserade. Really good stuff. Absolutely loving Pyroar. This is the first time I've been able to use her, and she is just coming through every single fight. Crawdaunt comes down with a Dark Water typing. We're just going to pivot straight into the Venusaur here for a super effective grass move. We're going to eat the Crab Hammer. Good chip damage on top of what we just go straight for the Petal Blizzard, and it does one-shot the crab. Really good stuff, and that just leaves one more rival on this bridge, and we will be on our way. So I believe this one is Trevor. The little orange-haired kid comes in, and he's consoling Tierno. And I do believe we just healed our Pokemon there. So we managed to beat the first two without any heals in between. And now Trevor is going to have to face our full team of 6, unfortunately, for him. He sends out his Raichu. And we're just going to pivot into the ground typing once again against the electric. And we're just going to eat that Nuzzle, which does a little bit of damage and also paralyzes you. So it's like if Thunder Wave did a little bit of chip damage, basically. Really good move. Slam comes down, not too bad. And Bulldoze finishes off the Raichu. So 2 Pokemon left, and we will have survived this bridge full of rivals. Florges comes down. Really good fairy typing. And I'm wondering what I should do. I don't think Florges could hit Asahi for super effective, but I want the super effective damage onto her. So I'm really considering what we should do. And really the play now that I'm looking at it was probably Tentacruel, since Poison Jab could hit for super effective. But I opt into Nishinoya. Maybe I thought Florges was grass type. That's probably what it was. I probably thought Florges was a grass fairy type, so I went for the fire to super effective, and it doesn't. And I'm seeing that now, and I'm like, okay, let's go for the poison super effective damage with the Tentacruel. So that's what we do. A little bit of flopping there, but no problem. We didn't get punished too hard for it, and I do believe Tentacruel outspeeds and is just going to one-shot from that range. Goodbye, Florges. Absolutely. And the final Pokemon of the rival bridge is going to be Aerodactyl. Trevor does not have a starter, so he opts in for the fossil Pokemon with a rock flying typing, and Surf almost one-shots, and Aerodactyl gets a complete cheese, 55% supersonic, unless the accuracy is better in this gen, but no problem. I went for it, broke through the confusion, and we get the final Surf. So goodbye, Trevor, goodbye, Tierno, and goodbye, Shauna. The only one left is Serena in Victory Road. Very excited for that fight, but I believe we might have 1 or 2 more first encounters, and then on to the 8th gym. Let's do it. Our Route 20 encounter is going to be the Noctowl. At this point in the game, a normal flying type isn't the most appealing thing, but again, always welcome to the box. And then for our Pokemon Village encounter, it is going to be the Zoroark. Really, really cool dark type Pokemon, and potentially going to add that to the Elite Four team. I'm going to have to wait and see on that, but we have a lot of good options this run. Let's keep it going. All right, we have arrived at the 8th and final gym here, focusing mainly on Ice-type Pokemon. We've got the Fire type, we've got the Fighting type, and I feel like we are pretty well equipped to deal with his 3 Ice types. So without further ado, let's dive right in and see if we can beat him without losing anybody. We got Big Boy Wolfric here, and his Abomasnow should go down pretty handedly with the Fire being 4 times super effective. But the hail is going to start ramping up over the course of the battle, so we need to watch out for that and the critical hits and anything else that you can think of. But overall, I think this is going to be a pretty clean fight here. So Abomasnow versus our Pyroar, and I think we just go for the 4 times super effective Flamethrower. We are much faster, and that is a one-shot, so no problem there. Going to have to get chipped by the hail. Good stuff, and the Avalugg comes down. So it's got Avalanche, Crunch, Curse, and Gyro Ball. I think we're fine. I I don't think we can get one-shot crit even with the hail. I think I'm just going to go for the flamethrower and try to save the overheat for cryo. There we go. Avila goes down. One flamethrower, no problems there. Really good stuff. And Pyroar flirting with a potential sweep here. I think we all in for the overheat. Cryo's special defense is really good. Its physical defense is quite poor. But if this connects with the 10% mischance, I do believe we win right here, right now. Nishinoya drops back, hits the massive overheat, and that is a 1-2-3 combo sweep right there. Pyroar from downtown. Really good stuff. You love to see it. That was that might have been the easiest gym battle that we have had out of all 8 of them in this run, but we will take that. We made it through all of those team flare battles leading up to this, so really good stuff. And I do believe that leaves Victory Road and the Elite Four. Really exciting stuff. We get the Ice Beam. The team is coming together. I have a few really good encounters in the PC that we might need to swap in or swap out for the Elite Four. We'll have to check that out real soon here. But as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.